In this video, we're going to talk about the concepts you need to understand and the skills you need to develop to be a rock star of a business analyst. To be a successful business analyst, you have to master the core principles of just being successful. There are many books that break down the principles into many ideas and concepts. I've read several books on success and strength of character, and over time I have realized that many of those books are saying the same things but in different ways to better relate to the different types of people out there reading the books. So rather than creating an hour-long video going over all of them, I'll focus on the two core concepts I believe lead to the clarity of mind to control your environment as a business analyst. The first core principle is focusing on controlling the controllable. What is the controllable? Simple. It's you. The truth is, in life, the only thing you can truly control is your own actions. You control how you react to things, you control how much you prepare, you control the words you choose, and you control the skills you choose to develop. When you focus on making yourself the master of your environment, then the environment starts to react in your favor. For example, you can't make a person comprehend faster, but you can learn to make models that are easier to comprehend. Things feel less stressful when you know what you can control to change the situation. You feel more confident and you feel far less hopeless in the situation. Core principle 2, change your frame of the world. This is an important add-on to the core principle 1. Basically, it means that rather than seeing your world as a series of things making your life harder, like difficult stakeholders, for example, you see them as a series of challenges that will only make you stronger. An easy metaphor, if there's a wall blocking your path, you can cry, you can break down, you can ask why there's those walls in your way, or you can say, there's a wall here. If I can figure out how to climb walls, then walls will never stand in my way again. This is a common mentality adopted by special forces as well as people playing video games. Learning to really ingrain these core principles in your being alone will put you on the path to greatness regardless of your career choices. Next up, learning to deal with difficult people. If you master core principle 2, then you already know that those difficult people are just a type of wall you need to learn to scale. The nice thing about this is that it's very transferable from your work environment to all aspects of your life where you're interacting with others. In fact, many of the skills for dealing with people or difficult people at work can be practiced at home and in life. I'll break this up into two different parts. I'll call them the preheat skills and the it's already too hot skills. Preheat skills are the communication skills that you should always enter every situation with, and if used correctly, things won't progress that they're so hot that everything gets burnt. These are basically effective communication skills that I think everyone understands, but not everyone fully utilizes. First is taking the time to listen. And listening is not letting people finish talking before you start talking. You have to learn to listen to how they express their goals, their pains, and their concerns. Understand the concepts and jargon of their space. Understand the types of emotions that they associate to their words. And finally, mirror those sentiments when you talk about their area of concern. This becomes very important when you're trying to implement changes either to a process, system, or both, and you have stakeholders who have concerns or reservations about how it will impact them. Understanding how to discuss their concerns with them in their words will give them much more confidence that you are meeting their needs. A non-IT example of this might be a personal trainer selling the idea of their one workout program. He might tell a high school teenager that they'll look cooler and become more confident, maybe even get a few dates. He might tell a person with children, especially young children, that the workout will only be a small portion of their day, but allow them to have the energy to be everything that they need to be for their children. I think you get the idea. Same workout, different message for the different stakeholders. Dealing with people when things are already too hot can be scary. Whether the situation is getting frustrating or the person themselves has a fiery personality. But again, if you consider them a wall that you just need to learn how to scale, it becomes just another puzzle to solve in the game called life. In the BA work environment, most people are working professionals looking out for the best interest of their personal careers or their scope of concern within the organization. Once you understand that, you can get some ideas on how to work with them. Rather than going through all the different negative types of people, on this video, I'm going to post a link to a great summary of 10 different types of difficult people and how to masterfully deal with them. So check that out in the description. Last but not least, you need to be able to master multiple visual communication techniques. Up until now, I've talked about the mentality and communication skills that, if you learn to really ingrain, will make you successful basically anywhere doing almost anything. This last category is a little bit more specific to business analysis. As a category of skill, we can call it modeling. As a business analyst, you are dealing with complex processes, complex systems that deal with many stakeholders. Your ability to quickly and accurately communicate all of that allows many different people to understand, contribute, improve, and agree upon changes that will ultimately reduce missed requirements, reduce rework, and just make the world a better place. There are many techniques: concept models, context models, process models, data models, SciPoc models. The list goes on. But I would pick two or three that are the most impactful in your area of work and practice. Any and every opportunity you have to turn information into a model, do it. It'll make you more quickly and fully learn your domain, and it'll help you better communicate to your stakeholders. And eventually, you'll start thinking in models, which will allow you to organize information better in your own mind, which leads to the ultimate level of visual communication skills, which is whiteboarding. There are few ways to keep a room full of people focused and facilitate consensus and understanding. Being able to model on a board live with all stakeholders present is one of them. The better you are at modeling, the better you'll be at facilitating whiteboarding sessions. Okay, those are the skills I believe will make you immediately more effective as a business analyst. I will leave a list of resources in the description with books to dig deeper into the ideas I talked about here today. If you have any questions, comments, or requests to dig deeper into any BA related topics, leave them in the comments and I will address them there directly, or I'll create a new video. So with that being said, subscribe to see your questions get answered. Thanks for watching.